Hey guys, so back again. Super excited to talk about this week's Premier League games and the Champions League as well.
Wait, Tristan. It's international break.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's international break. There's no Premier League or Champions League games.
Are you sure?
Yeah, sorry, man.
Wait, are you super sure?
Yeah, there's only international games going on these couple of weeks. There's no exciting Premier League or Champions League games to talk about.
Mother.
Alright, boys and girls, Premier League's back this weekend, which means no more international football. How was your international break, guys?
International breaks are never fun, Shrikar. Don't ask that question.
I have a love-hate relationship with international breaks.
Where's the love?
Where's the love? In seeing Mohamed Salah score against Portugal.
Okay, fair.
That's where the love is.
But he still lost to Ronaldo's two late-minute goals, though.
We don't need to mention that.
Oh, okay, yeah. In your mind, the scoreline was 1-0.
In my mind, the scoreline was 1-0. You know, Ronaldo.
The only goals that count are Salah goals, right? The rest are just useless.
Yeah, man. The rest are just like, why are we even here?
Yeah, I think Tristan was glad it was an international break because Chelsea didn't lose.
Fuck you guys.
Chelsea. Blue is the color. Football is the game. Let's go.
We should have a section called Shrikar's Chants. Thoughts?
We're all together, and winning is our aim. So cheer us on through the sun and rain, 'cause Chelsea is our name.
Yeah. Sing it louder next time.
That was pretty impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, sing it louder next time.
I like that song.
Break is always a little boring, I find. I think they're planning on abolishing them and just throwing them all in like a tournament style, so they're all at the same time and they don't.
But I don't know how that's gonna even like.
That'd be weird.
Like that trophy is just gonna be like a Mickey Mouse Cup again.
Like an international Champions
no one's
Cup
gonna care.
type thing.
Yeah, nobody's gonna care.
But I mean, when would you have it? Like in the middle of the season still, right?
Yeah. It's gonna be these friendlies, but these friendlies are gonna be
right?
counted towards UEFA points.
Okay, but when would you have the friendlies?
During the.
I thought they were abolishing the friendlies, but they were just having a tournament style.
No, there's a tournament. The international break is going to be converted into. So the friendlies that take place right now are going to be converted into a league format.
Oh.
With tables and groups.
Is that actually happening?
So, yeah, I'm fairly sure it's happening because as far as I can recall, the draw also took place. There was a draw for something.
I don't know any of this. What draw are you talking about?
Wasn't there a draw recently for the international like friendly tournament with groups and shit?
I have no idea. I didn't even hear about
UEFA Nations League. There we go. Founded 2018. Number of teams 55.
Is this okay? So you're saying it's going to be a tournament?
So the UEFA Nations League is due to commence in September 2018 after the 2018 FIFA World Cup. The competition will largely replace international friendly matches currently played on the FIFA International Match Calendar.
So what's going to happen instead?
So according to the approved format...
We're not going to have boring weeks.
Yeah, so the 55 UEFA national teams will be divided into like 4 divisions called leagues.
Okay.
So there's 12 teams in League A, 12 teams in League B, 15 teams in League C, and 16 teams in League D.
Okay.
And inside each division, there are 4 groups. 3 or 4 teams in each group, and both of them, those teams play each other both home and away. And then teams can be promoted and relegated to a higher or lower division.
Huh.
And
that's pretty cool.
Group winner is automatically promoted to the next higher division for the next tournament.
Okay. And is there like an end of season? Like when does it end? I guess it just ends.
It's just, no, I think it's like on a rolling basis till the next, next UEFA/FIFA competitions.
Or so would it be just when every team has played every team? Like sort of like the league works?
Not sure, because this is the UEFA Nations League, so it doesn't include like Brazil, Argentina, etc.
Oh,
but,
true.
So the FIFA World Cup link to this is that the Nations League will also be linked to future World Cup qualifications.
Oh, crap. I don't like that.
So possibly... possibly using the top the top two divisions.
Man, I don't know about that, because then you
But
get
then,
rid of
like, think about it. No, but then you won't have like World Cup qualifiers. Instead, you'll have like a proper league, which
but
actually
think
counts
about it
for
this
something.
way. Then you literally have no games to prepare for these like games that matter. That's what friendlies are for. So you prepare for the games that matter, because international teams have like.
But they're boring.
Okay, yeah,
But it's
like
boring.
international teams literally have no time to prepare for like
Yeah,
like
but come
major
on, they're all
tournaments
top
or
players. They're
qualifiers.
not gonna have like a complete change in style of play.
That's not what I mean. I don't mean they need to train.
He's just
It's
saying they're going to be unpracticed.
Yeah, I
they're
get-
not
okay, I
having
get
the
that, but,
practice
like-
time.
the coaches will have
I'm sure they'll work around it, Ansh.
like the.
They'll find a way.
I don't see how, because like the coaches, they use the friendlies to try out new formations and try out ways.
But then
that
look at
work.
what happens now. You go, the first competitive game you play is in the World Cup.
What are you
So
talking
so
about?
it's, I mean, like, you can argue it both ways, right? You can be like, okay, that doesn't give coaches enough time to prepare because they use friendlies. But then again, you can be like, this prepares them for proper competition.
Oh,
itself.
that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, because this
No,
prepares them
right,
for proper
but-
competition where the games they play actually matter for something instead of being just a kickabout with unlimited substitutions.
That's also true, but
So like right now in League A, like I remember this draw taking place like a couple months ago. So in League A we have Group A1, which is Germany, France, Netherlands. I don't know why
This could literally
Netherlands is
just-
in there.
this is literally just club football then. Like, and
Yeah, that's
the
good.
onus
though.
is just gonna be on. But it changes the dynamic. Like, you know, this
But
is kind
that's
of like
good.
a relaxed sim time. But I don't know about that, because then you get more pressure on players, more pressure on managers, because then it becomes result oriented right away. Like, managers would sacrifice creativity or like experimenting new things over just results.
But that wouldn't
right
hamper
away.
England at all because England
So-
streamroll their group every single year.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I
No,
don't know.
I
how
think it's
feel
cool.
about
Like
that.
they're actually trying to
They'll,
make a change.
they'll find a way to practice. They're either going to find a way to
Yeah.
practice, or Germany's just going to dominate forever.
The Germans always
Dude,
dominate.
I saw this post on Reddit the other day with
Other
like
players are on
the
one
squad depth for the German team in each position, and it is bonkers. Like,
Man, you could
they
literally
have,
say
like,
that for
5
any
players.
You could say that for any of the top European national teams, because they all have crazy depth. Like
No,
Germany,
I think you can only say that
Belgium,
for like France, Spain, and
France, Germany,
Spain,
Spain,
Germany.
Belgium. Like you could
Okay, that's
literally make the
4.
same case for any.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
The advantage they have is the team
You,
chemistry.
you can't make the
just
same
'cause
case for
most of them
Italy.
play
You
on
can't make
Bayern.
the same case for Portugal. You can't make the same case for England, Croatia, Switzerland, or Iceland. All of the teams which are in the League A.
Belgium did pretty good last World Cup. Didn't they make semis? I think?
no,
I think it was
Belgium have been
quarters.
poor. They only
No, they were quarters or
They
semis.
were-
They were one of
they
the
were-
two. They lost out to Argentina.
they were quarters and they performed terribly.
I think he's talking about the
I don't know.
Euros.
Getting to quarters isn't too bad,
They were
considering their squad was young too. They were a young Belgian side.
I don't know. They made quarters.
Who'd
but
Portugal
I think
play
they
in the
also did
Euro
poorly in
semifinal?
Euros. What? Sorry?
Who'd Portugal play in the Euro semifinal?
Portugal playing the semifinals? I don't remember.
Was it Wales?
It might have been Wales actually.
Wales making the semi? That doesn't sound
No, Wales
right.
made the
No, yeah,
semi,
they
I know for a
did.
fact.
They did really well that year.
What, like Gareth Bale and Aaron
Yeah,
Ramsey just carried the whole
semis,
team on their backs?
Like, and they finished second in their group too. They lost to England. And Ansh, you remember this? We watched this game in English class. Berenstein?
I wasn't in your class, Ricard.
Were you not in my class?
I don't know where you create these false memories.
Dude, I fucking swear you were in.
Anyway, let's start by.
Oh, true. You weren't in this class. That was Ion. Okay, never mind.
Okay, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
And it's something that I mean I've struggled with for a long time too, but it's a question on everyone's minds right now who's like an England sort of supporter at the World Cup. I'll say
Right.
sort of because I mean you can't really support them with any sort of expectations, but
Even people who are like English nationals can't support England with like conviction.
sadly, yeah. But you know what? Recently they've been doing better in these past 2 games, but we'll get on to that.
Okay.
Who do you think should be starting for this England team in the World Cup?
I think Harry Kane is nailed on. if
Okay,
he's fit.
that's an obvious starter. Let's
Yeah, that's a guarantee.
well, we could start at the back. Goalkeeper, one of the biggest dilemmas. And
I think that is
It has
probably
to be
the biggest
Pickford.
dilemma on their team.
why do you go with Pickford and not?
Because
Um,
okay, I think this is gonna be Hart's last major tournament. which means
Yeah,
he shouldn't
probably.
be playing the number one. He shouldn't have the number one shirt because
Yeah.
simply for the fact that you have to give experience to these younger players who are doing better than Hart right now on form. So both arguments go against him for the starting
That's
spot.
fair. Yeah, and yeah, it's kind of sad to see his decline as a
Right,
City fan.
but, I mean, it was
He-
good while
he
he
always
lasted.
gives his
he was
best.
he was a quality player in his, I guess, prime.
Sadly,
which
he
is
never
kind
brought
of
it to
sad.
England.
No,
Yeah, he never brought it to England.
But then again, who did?
Fair. I wonder if that's the problem with the player or the system, right? The coaching
yeah.
staff. But
But
Okay,
we
so
have to remember,
I would
he
actually-
wasn't part of that Gareth Southgate England setup.
You still have other options as well. You got Jack Butland
Nick Pope.
and Fraser Forster as
Yeah.
well.
and Nick Pope now too. But you know what, Shrikar, I was completely with you. Pickford all the way. But after seeing Butland's performance today against Italy, that
Right.
guy was really something else. He played with such confidence, and like his distribution was as good as
Mhm.
Ederson in the league. I'll say,
Right.
like it was really good.
For me, it's gonna go down to a last-minute pick. If I was the coach, or the manager, I would just watch the form of all the keepers, see who's been consistent playing the best, and then go with them.
Right. So
Yeah,
it's
it might
bit
honestly-
weird
Because if
Pickford
it's all
and
that
Butland.
close, honestly, you just pick the person that's most informed at that point.
It honestly just might come down to that in the end, because they're
Yeah.
in terms of quality, you can't really make a case either way, just because they're still pretty young.
But then
and-
look at where they're playing
haven't
too.
been
None of them
capped.
play for the top teams. They play for Everton and Stoke.
Yeah, so more practice for them, right? Literally, like more practice shot stopping. But
Everton's not a bad
yeah.
squad. They had a rough season this one, but generally
Who,
for the past
Everton?
couple of years they haven't done too bad. Yeah.
Everton.
yeah,
or
they've
Stoke?
had Everton.
Oh, I'm not talking about Stoke. No.
Everton.
He
Lost.
said Everton don't have a bad squad. They don't, but this season they're
This season's it's
They've
been
never had
bad
a
for them,
bad
but the
squad.
other
They're
past
just
couple
shit.
there wasn't too bad.
yeah. But Pickford was at Everton this season and Sunderland this season before that, so it's safe to say he's
Yeah.
had a lot of practice over the
Yeah.
past couple of years.
But then, if you pick on form, say, you'll have to look at like clean sheets, and of course Pickford's not going to have the clean sheets.
I
so-
mean, technically, form I don't think should be related to clean sheets for a goalkeeper. I think clean sheets
Okay,
come down
okay.
a lot more to the defense than the goalkeeper.
right. If
But-
the England management look at it that way, I'd be happy. But if they look at it in terms of pure stats, then we're fucked.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't been watching much of either Everton or Stoke this season, so I can't
Yeah,
really
me
say who's in
neither.
better form at the moment. But just looking based on caps, it's really difficult to decide for me. So
Yeah.
I will leave that to the manager. Moving on,
So we
it
got
seems like England
defense.
are playing. Yeah, it seems like they're playing a back three with wing backs over the
Yeah.
past couple of games. Pickford has experimented with that, and it's actually turned out really well in
Southgate?
my opinion. Like, yeah, Southgate.
You mean Southgate? Yeah.
Wait, what did I say?
Pickford,
Why did I say Pickford? Okay. Yeah, Southgate.
because you're a derp.
I guess so. Yeah. It's turned out really well. What do you guys think about it?
The back three
mean-
system could suit England. Like, I'm happy that an England manager is using something other than 4-4-2.
Exactly.
So that's a positive. This reminds me a bit of Conte's setup from last season with three at the back and wing backs, which worked well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can't see why it couldn't work again.
Like when he's trialed it over the past couple of games, it's
Right.
worked like surprisingly
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
You know, they've always looked a bit shaky to play with three at the back for me, England, because I don't think they know what they're doing tactically. But they surprised me, and Southgate surprised me, and they executed it pretty well. So like, who would you have in your back three
I think Stones has to start.
for sure?
Stones is an option. Kyle Walker is another option as well.
Yeah, Kyle Walker. He's
And-
been
Is Walker going to be part of
put
the
in there.
three? Or is he
Yeah,
going to
I mean,
play...
well. I mean, in the last two games, Southgate played him on the right of a back three, and he did really well. So it might come in handy. You know, his pace is an asset if
Right.
he's the last man back, and he can. I think for the back three to work, you need three players who are really good at playing out from the back. And if you have people like John Stones, Kyle Walker, Harry Maguire, Joe Gomez, who are technically gifted, then I think that's the asset that you should try to exploit with the back three.
You can potentially put Eric Dyer in as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's another one who can play out. So, again, I think it just suits the players, the back three, because they're just more technically gifted than maybe England have had in the past.
Probably run those three.
Yeah.
Cahill's been kind of cold. I mean, there's also Danny Rose that you could, depending on form.
Danny Rose would be left wing back though. I'm thinking, right? Shrika, what?
Yeah, well, I guess
Yeah,
if you're going to play with a 3 and then a
Rose is
wing
gonna be
backs,
left-
yeah.
But I'm not very familiar with Rose. How's his pace? I'm assuming he's pacey.
Oh yeah, Rose is pretty pacey. He's up there with
Yeah. Okay.
not Walker for sure, but he's pretty pacey. He just hasn't.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He just hasn't played that much for Tottenham this year.
Right.
I haven't watched much of Tottenham, but I think it's pretty much been Ben Davies as the first choice.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to him
He
on
gets
my
injury.
fantasy
He
team
gets injuries a lot.
because he's been a points machine.
Yeah, he is. It's
England started off with Butland, Walker Stones, Tarkowski, Dyer, Trippier, Chamberlain, Lingard, Young, Vardy, Sterling. Out of that,
I mean, don't forget Ross Barkley, Harry Winks,
Barkley hasn't played nearly
Aaron
enough football.
Cresswell. Like, we should play Tom Heaton too.
Ross Barkley.
Maybe like
Barkley hasn't
Phil
played enough.
Jagielka.
Are you just naming all the players that shouldn't start for sure? I'm like confused.
Let's throw Daniel
Maybe.
Sturridge into the mix.
Where did Ross Barkley come from?
I heard Luke Shaw's in great form right now.
Yeah, you know, he can use
Yeah,
some
Luke
cardio.
Shaw's doing well.
You know,
Oh man, I don't even know. He just got shot down by Mourinho multiple times. Who knows
poor guy.
what he's like
Poor
right
guy.
now? Poor guy. He's done.
Man moves from. He moved to the wrong feeder club. He should have moved to Liverpool.
I don't think he'd get in ahead of.
So who you guys thinking on the wing backs?
Wingbacks,
I think it's pretty self-explanatory. If Walker goes into the back three, I'd play with Trippier and who played today? Ashley
Dyer?
Young. You know what? I'd
Young.
go with Ashley Young.
Young was really good when he came on.
over Danny Rose.
Young was really good.
He was
when
on
came
the whole game.
Really?
Yeah,
He was on the whole
No,
game.
he didn't start. Oh, he started. Fuck.
He
okay.
he started. He just switched to the right.
I
That's
see.
why you saw him probably. But no, I'd start Young over Rose because
Yeah.
To be
Young's
honest,
been good for
he's-
United, scoring goals, banging in some cracking shots.
not so much scoring goals, but he's very well
He's
trained
reliable, he's
defensively now too.
experienced. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you could say the same about Danny Rose, but I
But I
think
feel
Ashley
he's
Young's a
adapted to
better
his role
pick.
better, and he's more mature. So.
He is. Exactly. And he's more pacey
Right,
on the left going forward.
In before
I don't think Danny
Southgate
Rose
puts
has-
Chamberlain at right wing back,
No, he's not going to do that.
a la Wenger.
Oh my goodness. Wenger for England, dude.
That's actually a
Really?
rumor that's been going around.
Nah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
had enough. Nah, it's not going to happen though.
I mean,
Man, if it does,
it wouldn't
I'd
be
feel
bad.
pretty bad for Wenger.
No, I don't think so. It'd be a pretty good appointment, in my opinion.
Okay, but he's going to go down screaming. Like, because
Chamberlain on the right wing back wouldn't necessarily be a bad
No,
thing.
that'd be a bad thing.
He's pretty
He used to be
strong,
shit
pacey.
there, and he doesn't like playing there. No.
they have Trippier, which is their best option there in my opinion. He's like their best crosser of the ball they have.
Yeah.
And also he's a right back, so and he plays at Tottenham.
And
They play the back five
How
anyway.
about the middle? What are you guys thinking for the middle?
In the middle? Okay,
I think
Shrikar, I'll let you
Henderson
take
needs
this
to
one.
start.
No,
I think
that's why I
Henderson
didn't want to
needs
let
to
you take
start.
this one. No.
No, Henderson
Dude.
needs to start for me. It's not
Okay.
a Liverpool bias. I just watch more of him, so
Just please tell me what he brings to a team.
okay. What he brings to the team, a bit of a sense of stability, because a lot of these.
What do you mean by that stability?
But-
Everyone
okay,
uses
you
that
need
word
some-
with him.
Because Henderson can play that holding role.
You're saying he's a good
at, like,
defensive midfielder?
Not exactly defensive midfield, because England are already playing like a back five, like essentially a back three with wing backs, right?
Okay.
So if you play a formation with, I'm assuming that'll be 5-3-2,
or
or would it be
3-5-2, yeah.
5-2-2-1?
I think it would be 3-4-3 essentially, or
That's what I'm thinking. You have like two wing backs, two center mids, and then you got a
3-4-3.
striker up the front with two wingers.
I think it's more of a 3-4-3 where he likes to play a front three of Sterling, Lingard, and Kane or something, and you have two
Honestly,
center
that's
midfielders.
probably what I'd do for the front.
Yeah. So
Lingard.
it's very like
Rashford can be thrown up
it's
there
interchangeable. You could even call it like a 3-4-2-1 with the two like Sterling and Lingard right behind Kane or something. But
I think
I want to know what you think Henderson brings. Like I just don't know what he brings to a team.
too. I'm just throwing it out there. Dele Alli in the middle as one of them.
Nah, I don't think Dele Alli's good as a deep lying player.
Yeah, but do they even have like a center attacking mid?
Lallana?
I don't-
For their lineup? Because where are you going to put them if they don't have the position.
That's the thing with this 3-4-3. You don't really need a center attacking mid, because this relies
you have the
a lot
wing
on
backs
pace.
crossing in.
You have the wing backs and you have the three. So
Right.
I think this formation's all about pace.
Exactly. So then either Dele Alli sits on the bench or you throw him in the middle.
I think he sits on the bench.
Yeah, I think he sits on the bench for me,
Really?
too.
So who are you putting in the middle then?
No, he'd be good
I
off
think-
the bench,
okay.
I guess. Bring some energy.
Because they got a big
Okay, the middle
hole
is the
there then where no one can cover it.
Okay, well, actually, you forgot about Jack Wilshere.
I'm
Ugh.
assuming he's going to be injured.
I'm assuming he's not, just for the sake of making this lineup easier for
Even
me
when he's
to
But
pick.
look
Not
at,
injured,
every time he's
ugh.
been called, I don't think he's reliable enough.
I don't think so either. I wouldn't put him
I
in.
wouldn't put my hopes on it.
Okay,
If
well,
he's
okay,
fit,
here's the
sure,
thing, though,
good.
but
We could throw him
if
in,
he's
but I
not
wouldn't
injured,
rely
then-
on him. But how do you know? Like, he can turn up for, like, the camp and then...
Okay, well,
Fine.
let's just assume without injuries for now, right? In terms of quality, he is, in my opinion, the best center attacking mid that England have.
Center attacking mid that England have. Yeah.
I think
on
Dele
current
Alli
form.
is.
That doesn't speak much for England.
It doesn't, but I think if he's fit, he should start as part of the two, and I think the other one should be either Eric Dyer, or I don't know what. I think it should just be Eric Dyer. It shouldn't be Henderson.
I wouldn't throw a Dyer actually in the center back position. I'd throw him in the mid.
No, yeah, that's
I
what I
think you
meant.
need like,
Not
a
the
tough
center
guy.
back, the center mid. Yeah.
Honestly, I would consider Dele Alli and Eric Dyer. Not
Alli
to
and
mention
Dyer.
they play on the same team, so they got chemistry. So I could see that at least helping each other.
What about Ox?
Ox depends on the format going into the
Option, I guess.
latter end of the season. If he bangs in a few goals,
He
productive
started-
for Liverpool, then
He
I guess
started-
he should start because he brings quite a bit to the team on his day.
He's started both of the past two England friendlies against Italy and Holland, and
Right.
I mean he's done well.
Yeah, he's
The
done
thing
well.
thing with him is he runs a lot. He'll make so many runs,
Yeah.
and he'll just give you those options, and that works against a lot of teams. But that could leave you completely exposed against the really top teams. So I don't know
Okay.
if he plays
1 to
alongside
11.
maybe.
Give me your give me your starting 11. Let's each one of us 1 to 11.
Well, hold on. Let's go through the front three first before
The front three.
No,
I
the
think
front
basically
three are
fits
almost a
itself.
guarantee. I think everyone's got a front three.
Really? I don't think the third one's pretty obvious. Like the Sterling and Kane are obvious, but
Sterling,
the third
Kane,
one's pretty
Rashford.
up in the air.
Sterling,
Yeah,
Kane,
but you can
Rashford.
interchange between Lingard or Rashford.
What
Yeah,
about
that doesn't
Vardy?
matter.
What about
Vardy.
Dele Alli?
Okay.
Vardy I'd keep as a good substitute for Kane.
Yeah, exactly.
What about Dele Alli? What about Rashford? about
Rashford should,
Lingard?
in my opinion, be in the 3 with Sterling on the. Well, it's Sterling, Kane, and Rashford.
What about Lallana?
Well, shouldn't start yet. He hasn't had
Nah.
enough experience this season, but he is going into fitness right now
Yep.
in this stage of the season. So the jury's still out on Lallana for me. If he finishes the season well, then he does have a shout in because he is one of those rare two-footed players that can, I guess, pull you out of tight situations with his 2 feet passing.
What about
Uh,
Peter Crouch?
Peter Crouch should be nailed on.
Oh,
Nailed
guaranteed
on
striker.
nailed on. Like, we need to see the robot again. So
Okay, fine. You're right. Shrika, let's start off with your 1 to 11.
okay, my 1 to 11 is going to be Jordan Pickford in goal. Assuming it's going to stay with a back 5, I'll go with Walker, Stones, Young, Trippier, Dyer.
Where's the third center back? Oh, okay. Wait, what? I'm confused. Where's your third center back?
Walker, Stones, and I'll play Dyer
Okay.
in
Okay.
the center back, and then I'll have Trippier and Young.
Trippier and Young. Okay.
So that's the back 5 plus 1, goalkeeper 6. Then we have the remaining 5. Up front, we have Kane, Rashford, and Sterling. And then the 2 in the middle will be Henderson. And what player can complement Henderson? I think Henderson and Chambo. Or Henderson and Lingard. Either or.
Lingard's not a center mid, dude.
He's not a center mid, but he can occupy that right attacking midfielder role right behind one of the...
That's a really weird formation.
No, I guess
You
I'll
put-
stick with
what-
Chamberlain and Henderson in the middle.
I think I'd kick out Rashford and stick in Lingard in the front 3.
Okay.
Because
fair.
man, those front 3 for England today, they were terrifying Italy. Vardy,
Right.
Lingard, and Sterling. so much pace.
Sterling was on fire.
Lingard was on fire. Vardy was
Yeah,
a great.
I think you're right though, because we've seen more of Lingard than Rashford this season for United.
Yeah, we have, and I think Rashford is fully
you're right.
settled in England yet. And Lingard,
No,
for
but he's
me,
done
man,
well.
Lingard
He's done
is-
well, but still,
Lingard is a player who's never short on confidence, and that would be such a great
he's a form
thing
player,
to have for England.
And I don't know, he just feels like whenever I see him, I just feel happy for some reason. Like,
No,
he
I know
just
what
has
you mean.
this, like, he just has this like face. I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel
I know what you mean, and like everything
Yeah,
he
right?
does is super positive. You
Like
know what
I should hate him, and like my mind's like, United player, but like I'm just like I can't. Like the face is too.
No, I totally get what you mean, and it's just like everything he does on the pitch too is so positive.
And like he just like his social media is chill. He gets on with
Okay.
everyone. He just seems like a cool guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my merit.
I was-
There we go. Cool guy certificate. Like that's the reason he should start.
I'm gonna go ahead and make a wild comparison here. I think Lingard is similar to De Bruyne, in one sense, the sense that everything he does with a purpose, and I've only seen like very few players do that, and that's why I don't like
I get
Henderson,
what you
because
mean. Yeah.
most of what he does,
But Henderson
is
can't
not
be
with a
compared to that
purpose.
role. He doesn't play in an attacking sense.
I don't know, man. Every quality center midfielder I know still does everything with a purpose, even though it seems like it's not with a purpose. Henderson, like,
but I think Henderson's
he will
purpose is to
legit-
keep the ball ticking and to like bring back possession with the press. I don't.
I
think
personally think
Henderson's
that's
more...
bullshit. I personally think that's bullshit.
No.
There's
Like
such
if you
thing
watch
as-
Liverpool play, like Henderson is like one of the most key players in our press. Like his press it goes unnoticed often, but
his press is different than his passing. I'm talking about his passing.
his passing is pretty good too.
Sure,
Like
he's-
it's not a bad range.
It's not a bad range, but what I mean is his classic move is to look up, see
and then
someone
go
in front
back,
of him,
right? Yeah,
and then turn around and then pass.
Yeah.
It's just the
He-
most
okay, that
frustrating
is
thing.
one aspect of his game that he needs to work on a little bit, and he knows that too. Like Liverpool fans have been complaining about that for a bit too, but I think just that stability he brings in the center and his leadership. We've seen Southgate and countless managers before him name him as a captain, and I'm assuming there's a reason behind that.
I don't know. I just don't see what he brings to a football.
Who's your
pitch,
captain?
But you're
Kane?
Maybe they were senile. Maybe that's what they saw.
okay. Captain?
Who's your captain? Yeah.
I don't know. Tristan, who's your captain?
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane?
Yep.
To be honest, I can't think of anyone else. Let me think.
Dude, Kane can
Not
barely
even second
speak.
guessing it. Harry Kane all the way.
Literally, this is such a young team, yo.
You can say that about a lot of the countries, actually,
Yeah.
though. Even France, Belgium,
Maybe not Germany,
relatively
but
young.
actually no. Germany's still they refreshed.
Germany's
their
got a
squad
lot
really
of good
well.
young players.
Yeah,
Like,
and they won.
Germany's
the 21
transition
World
from
Cup.
their golden generation to their next golden generation has been so seamless.
They just have continuous golden generation.
I know, right?
They're
Like,
just the
it's
golden
insane.
country.
Germany is a golden generation.
Like you
Literally.
expect like a cycle, like like right now we're seeing it with Spain, where their first team isn't as good as it used to be, and their youth
they're
team
coming
isn't-
back. I think Spain.
They're
are
coming back,
this
but
year.
like they're coming
Spain
back.
are-
But I still feel they need 2 or 3 more years for that young squad to be on that or near that same level of the 2008 squad of Spain.
Maybe, but I think now they have the
Because
perfect
I think the
balance
next
between
Euros is going to be
youth
uh,
and experience, in my opinion. I think they've
Yeah,
hit that
yeah.
perfect balance now. Like, they have players like Isco and Asensio, but they also have players like David Silva and Iniesta and Diego Costa and Ramos and Piqué. I think.
Do you think Iniesta's
they're
going to
like-
start though?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Senzio.
Oh yeah,
Really?
Iniesta's
Okay.
starting, dude. Of course, 100%,
Oh, okay. I'm not sure then.
100%.
Yeah, he's been playing great for Barca. I don't see why he wouldn't.
And Spain.
Okay.
Yeah. You see his pass against? I think it was Germany. No,
No, I
No.
haven't seen that.
No, I
man.
didn't.
It was insane. But
International friendlies bore me.
that's true.
Guys, before I
Okay.
forget. James Milner launched his Twitter account this week,
Yes.
and it's comedy gold. Shout out to James Milner. Comedy
For
gold.
those listeners who don't understand the reference, there's a Twitter account called Boring James Milner, which basically mocks the fact that he's a boring player by making a series of boring tweets. But he launched his own Twitter channel, so go and check that out. It's making a mockery of the channel that's making a mockery of him.
It's literally the best thing ever.
You sold me. I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, go for it.
Literally the best thing ever.
So yeah, that
Dude,
was.
Miller should play it.
Your went to 11.
Miller would be
Shrieker?
such a good fit for this England squad. Oh man.
Dude, center mid. That's what it should
Exactly, dude.
be. Milner, and I don't know.
Bring back Gerrard.
Bring back Gerrard. Bring back Gerrard and the failed generation.
I think Carragher should definitely start.
Yes, lad. Yeah, he'd spit those boys right back to where they
he'd
came
spit
from.
those spit his way to the World Cup.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro, I already told you. It's like Ben Gibson, like Townsend, looking at Luke Shaw, Heaton. By far, these are the best players that need to play.
I think we're forgetting Will Grigg.
Put me in as manager. I know someone's listening out there that can have that power.
If anyone's listening and has LinkedIn connections, please hook up Tristan Jag to the England vacancy job.
Cresswell, that's another starter for me.
I think the
Andy
under
Carroll.
seven
My boy Danny
vacancy's
Drinkwater.
open.
Yo, okay, wait, quick mention. Danny Welbeck.
What is he doing
How
in
was
this
he in
England
this-
squad?
He got called up to the squad, which
How
surprised
is
me,
he
but thankfully
anywhere
It's
near-
because he had a beautiful dive, and they're banking on that for penalty shots.
Honestly. He didn't even get
I
a
think it's
minute
'cause
though,
they're
I'm pretty
missing
sure.
Kane. They need to bring in another driver, so I guess.
Thankfully, he didn't even get a minute. Okay, well,
Big accusations.
they have Ali though, Shrikar. And stop roasting Kane. He's your best player.
Fuck Kane. I don't even support England anymore. Fuck them.
Who's your favorite country though that you're rooting for? Shrikar?
Egypt.
Okay, take away Salah.
just-
Who is it before that?
No, there's no before that. It's
Ooh.
Egypt.
Okay.
Alright.
It just depends on every World Cup. His team depends on which Liverpool player is his favorite. That's
No.
That's literally. I'm pretty sure you were voting for like Uruguay at one point, because
Suarez.
No. Because remember, Uruguay
No,
and England
no.
were in the same group in 2014, and
Yeah, I know,
was,
and you were
voting
like-
for England.
You were like crying when Suarez knocked out Gerrard because you were happy for Suarez and sad for Gerrard. I remember that.
No, actually,
Bittersweet.
it was a perfect Liverpool goal because it was Gerrard's back pass that gifted Suarez that goal. So
I know you told me that, and I was laughing.
it was
because Gerrard assisted Suarez that game. Okay.
Ansh,
Tristan.
how would you? Who do you cheer for?
I went to 11. I'm gonna
Oh,
go.
I meant who do you
No,
cheer for?
he meant who are you
country-wise?
cheering for this World Cup?
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go for England just because I watch the Premier League and that's the country that they play in, and I know the England team best.
That is a boring decision.
I know it is,
Yeah.
but I can't
I'm
make.
very
Okay,
sad
England,
and disappointed
England,
by that.
England or Spain because of David Silva,
I feel like
Okay.
you're just trying to throw some zest in there.
or Argentina because I feel really bad
Okay,
for them.
you lost all
Oh,
credibility
come
now.
Oh come on! I feel so bad for Argentina, man, especially Messi.
No. Dude,
So
they
many
made
lost
the final.
finals.
Yeah,
It's
So
okay.
many lost finals.
It's
the
okay.
last thing that he needs. Anyways,
guys,
who's your
I think,
11?
I think I'm gonna support Australia this World Cup.
Are they even in?
Just because of the
You might as well just support Canada.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting fact. Liverpool youngster got called up to the Canadian national senior squad for the World Cup. Not World Cup, like whatever North American.
So we all know
qualifier.
that his career's down the toilet. That means
Yikes!
it's clearly going nowhere in life.
Whoa!
He should just quit soccer now.
Calm
Well,
down
international
there.
soccer.
Whoa! Calm
No,
down
Or he should
there.
just quit all
I think-
football for good.
I'm fairly sure he
Jeez.
could still be called up for Scotland or something like that. If in the
Well, no.
future.
If you make
Yeah,
the
but now
senior
he's
cap-
tainted.
no,
they don't
he made
want
the
him.
senior squad. Right? Fuck, he can't.
Yeah.
He can't.
Well, I think
Well-
if he made the squad but he didn't get a cap, then he still
Oh
can.
yeah,
I
I
think.
guess.
Yo, but if he doesn't even get a cap, then we know that he's definitely down the toilet.
Wow! Yikes!
Mm.
Oof!
You can't
Harsh.
get any lower.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we can move on from England. It's a really tough decision, but you know what? I'm kind of optimistic because
I'm
Southgate
not.
has done a pretty good job over just these 2 games to try out the 3 at the back, and I think he's done surprisingly well.
I think we're talking about this too much, as we all know that England's just going to disappoint people again.
Yeah.
Just go in with no expectations, guys, and you'll never be disappointed. That's
No,
how
see,
you
I'm
should
not
be.
cheering for them, so
I'm not
I would
cheering
be
for them
okay
either,
with
so
it.
like I don't care.
I'm not cheering for them, but I want them to do well. Okay, well I guess
I'm
that means
France
I'm
or
cheering for
Belgium.
them.
Those
Well,
are my 2.
then you're like the teams that have good players, but they never perform, sadly.
Well,
They're-
Belgium, to be fair, the last one, they were all pretty young. Like, if any World Cup is going to be their year, it's going to be this one. They're
Okay,
all
well-
pretty much, like, in prime.
I feel like they say that every major tournament about Belgium.
No,
you know what
but,
I mean?
like,
No,
this
no,
one,
no,
this
no,
one,
no.
at least for as far as World Cup goes, they're in prime. As far as
Yeah.
Euro, they probably got the next one.
Their players
say.
are in prime, but I don't think their manager's good enough to take them through those tough games.
Martinez?
Yeah.
He's, like, the god of all soccer.
Guys,
Oh,
I think
true,
we're
yeah.
forgetting the fact
Remember?
that
You-
this
yeah,
World-
it's
Guys,
hard to
guys,
forget
guys.
that.
I think we're trying to forget, like, we're forgetting that this World Cup is in Russia. And I think it's fair to say that the Russian national football team is going to win this.
You went with Putin? I wouldn't be
With
surprised.
Putin, he rigs elections, he's going to rig the World Cup too, I think. So, if I were you, I'd place my money on Russia.
Yeah, you
I
know,
might as well put my money on Canada.
they're not even in the World Cup.
Exactly.
Ouch.
Hey, you can't lose
Wow.
it. You can't lose the money then.
That's not true. I think.
That- They won't accept the
I don't know.
bet.
I'm sure some betting companies will, Shrieker. Anyway,
Free money, why not?
yeah.
All right.
What are we talking about, guys?
We're moving on from the World Cup because
Yeah,
I
let's,
think we exhausted that.
yeah.
Well, sort of moving on because what we wanted to discuss now was VAR, and when I say those letters, what are your guys' initial thoughts?
Video assisted replay.
Well, I didn't want you to say what it meant, but
first
Hey,
thought,
you
that
asked
should
for
be
first thoughts.
better.
That was my first thoughts.
that helps.
Good
Fair
idea,
enough.
but should be better.
Okay. In what way?
I think it's a good thing that they're taking VAR to the World Cup. I think it's a little too soon for
Yeah,
it.
those are
but,
probably my thoughts too.
But I would prefer to see a World Cup with VAR than one without, just to avoid situations like that Lampard goal.
True. Yeah, exactly.
No, Lampard's
It does
my
more
boy.
good.
His
It
goals
does
are all
more
golden.
good than bad, in my opinion.
Always golden.
I don't know about that yet. I feel like currently in the state that it's in right now, it might do more bad than good.
It's okay. If it brings controversy, it makes it interesting.
No, it's like the bad type of controversy where you're like, was
Nah,
that a
all
goal?
controversy is good controversy. We just need we need a couple more hands of gods.
Hands of
Oh,
God.
true, yeah. Maradona's gonna come in and manage Argentina again, like he did at what was it, 2010 World Cup,
2010, yeah.
and then they crash it, yeah, and then go back to
Messi.
smoking and
Just jump up and hold your hand out.
yeah,
That's how we're gonna win.
yeah.
Or
and
you could
Suarez
block a
gonna pull
goal.
something-
Yeah, Suarez. We have to see Suarez.
Yeah.
The last two World Cups, he has been involved in some sort of incident.
Yeah. What do you think
Who?
his main course
Odd-
meal is gonna be this time?
Yeah, what are the odds he's gonna bite
Who
someone?
are
again?
Uruguay? Oh no, Uruguay
Yo.
playing Egypt in the group.
I'm pretty sure some betting companies have odds on that. Like you can
They
get some
probably do.
odds on that.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. Although, you know what? I'm gonna bet he won't bite someone this time.
I'd go with you.
Okay, so he's
But-
had a handball and he's bitten. So what's the next logical progression?
I don't know how you go from handball to biting, so I don't even know what the pattern is there.
Maybe he's gonna
going
move up to,
upward
like,
on your
headbutting.
body or downward. I don't know, like hands and then mouth.
Headbutt. Okay,
Headbutt.
here's the
Headbutt,
question.
there we go.
Here's the question. If you guys could have Suarez bite any player, who would it be?
Diego Costa. Ooh, that would be
Oh.
feisty.
Ooh,
That'd be
that
feisty.
would.
I think Costa would bite
fun.
him back.
That'd be a good one.
He'd probably stamp on him.
Who?
No,
I think Costa would bite him back.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? No, I see Costa. He'd probably headbutt him. I feel like he'd be a
probably
headbutt guy.
stamp on him or kick him or something.
Or if you were,
That's-
I don't know. I
Costa
can just see
choking
Costa
him.
like just turning around, and just headbutting him square in the chest.
I could
Pull
see
his
him
vein.
choking him. You're right. Shrieker. Oh my god.
All right,
Did you
Shrikar, who
see
do you want?
Lallana's
Who
gif?
do you think? Who would you want Suarez to bite?
Who'd I want Suarez to bite?
Yeah.
One of his own teammates.
What the what?
Okay, realistically. Well, I mean, this is very unrealistic, but more realistic than the unrealistic.
I know. I wanted to do something to the ref. If he has to do
Ooh,
anything,
why?
I wanted to do something to the ref.
Bite the ref.
Bite the
Good
ref.
What would you
answer.
do if he? What would you do if he bit Salah because he's jealous that he's breaking all his Liverpool records?
Oh, like
Ooh.
it's a bite. Who cares?
Oh, it's a bite. Who cares?
No, but what if he bit him and he severed like an artery?
Jesus, Tristan.
That's
And what
a-
happens if Salah
that's a
then
tad
couldn't play soccer
graphic.
anymore? What would you do, Shrikar?
That's
a
a bit
little
graphic.
graphic.
Yeah.
What
would you do?
What would I do? I'd ask for Barcelona to send Suarez back.
Oh, no loyalty there for Salah.
No, then we'd have
Interesting.
Salah
Didn't
and
even
Suarez on
care.
the same team.
In fact, he wouldn't even be pissed at Suarez. This is interesting.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I can see that with Liverpool fans. What are we doing? Good question.
Lols.
We're talking about VAR,
VAR.
and
Oh,
basically, okay. Today in the England-Italy game, they used it and they called that penalty against England.
Yeah.
Which, okay, actually, before we even get on to that, the fact that the referee has to go over and look at a screen himself boggles my mind.
Stupid. That's so stupid.
Why is it that us viewers on the TV watching from our house can get replays within like 5 seconds and we can make a decision
Dude, they
within 5
carry
seconds?
a whistle, cards, and like they carry the spray. Why can't they carry a screen?
Or, well, I think it'd be easier just to carry a mic.
Yeah,
And
no,
then someone can tell them.
Yeah, they already have an earpiece. Like, they don't have to physically look at the screen themselves.
Right,
What I'm
but
saying
if they
is,
want to.
if there is a VAR official whose job it is to look at the screen and tell the ref if he got a wrong call, why can't he just tell the ref to?
No, I think it's
overturn
because in the
decision? Why
rules,
can't-
the final decision can only be taken by the main ref in the game.
No,
so-
that's
The
that's
rules are
not
dumb.
true. Okay,
They have
A-
this in hockey. I don't see why they can't just literally copy it and throw it
It's-
in soccer.
Exactly, it's really stupid. And actually, Shrikar, some of the rules, some of the decisions can actually be overturned by the VAR official. But for some decisions, the VAR official says, "Okay, I can't decide what to do here. You come look at the screen."
Oh, okay.
But that's just stupid. Like,
Yeah, I think that's dumb. They should have to decide.
if they can't make a decision, then it's obviously not clear
Just
enough
for
to make a
time
decision.
wise, you just have the person who watches the replays tell the ref. Ref then is able to tell everyone in a stadium at that point. Like, you can probably use a mic or something.
No, they can do what they
I'm-
do in
I'm-
cricket, where they have like a screen which shows if the decision that's pending.
That's
Because
the next step of it, the communication. Because right now, no one knows what's going on.
yeah,
Like, someone scores a goal, and like you don't know what happened, like whether to celebrate, whether to wait. The referee's just like doing his own
and
thing.
I don't
the
know why
fans
the
are
logistics
confused.
of all of this is so hard because
I don't
theory
either.
it seems very very simple, and it's been done in multiple sports in multiple countries in multiple leagues.
It's like an absolute joke. FIFA.
Yeah, but
and the
FIFA's
FA
running it.
Exactly. That's
FIFA and UEFA, so I mean, they have to fuck it up.
literally
Right.
hire me, please, and I will figure this out for you. It's not that hard. Like, how hard is it to tell fans that okay, like wait like 30 seconds, we're gonna do a VAR review? Because otherwise, everyone's confused.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not looking
Adding
forward
on-
to.
Adding
seeing-
on to that, they should give a limit that people can call or challenge something.
like tennis,
on
you
both
mean, where they
teams.
have 3 challenges per set, something
Yeah,
Exactly.
something like that.
Yeah.
Or 3 total, and there should be some sort of penalty too if you challenge and then it just wastes time and nothing turns out from it.
I mean, if you have 3 challenges, then
Yeah, then
I
I
think
guess
you should
it's
be allowed
your
to use those
discretion.
without penalty.
I think it would just be funny if you just gave someone on the team a random yellow card if they got it wrong on the challenge.
What?
Just randomly give someone a yellow card. Because then at one point someone's going to challenge twice and that one person's going to get a red card and it's going to be awesome.
Oh my goodness.
This
That's
would
a
make it so
terrible
much
idea.
more interesting.
It's not a game show. It's soccer.
But it would be so interesting. They lost their goalie. No one can replace his position.
That'd be crazy. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Down goes the goalie.
But yeah, I'm not looking forward to seeing that at the World Cup if they really don't fix the glaringly obvious problems that are
You know what?
present.
Side note, in case you don't want to do the yellow card thing, you could just tie up one of the limbs of one of your players,
Jesus,
or the
Tristan.
goalie, so they can't use one arm now.
Where do you get these ideas? Oh my god.
I think it would just make
you
it
should
really
start
interesting.
a fantasy soccer league where modded soccer.
That would
Okay.
be
But yeah,
interesting.
VAR is going to be interesting because half the people who are going to watch the World Cup have no idea what VAR is.
And I'm not exactly. And thing is, most people who watch the World Cup aren't actually big soccer fans, right? So this is essentially a promo for the sport.
Right.
And these people are going to be like, what the hell is this?
But you're also going to see a lot of people that are going to watch it and probably know what it is because it's in a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Anyone who watches hockey, it's literally in the NHL.
No, not that part. Like, VAR itself, the idea is a good thing, but it's just the way they're doing it is going to make it look terrible, is what I mean.
Yeah, I can totally see if they get like a couple of decisions wrong, like that fiasco they had in the FA Cup.
Yeah, and not even if they get decisions wrong. If
I don't even know how they can get the decisions wrong. They literally have the footage.
It's freaking a joke. Basically, I read up on this today, and the VAR officials are encouraged to watch the incident in real time and make a decision. Like, it's not recommended that they use slow motion, which is why so many decisions are being called wrong. And that's just the stupidest thing, man. I have no words on that. Why would you do that? Like, they're trying to say, okay, like, watch it in real time because that's how the ref saw it, and, you know, that's how you should make a decision. But, like, the literal purpose of using VAR is so you can slow things down and see how they actually happened, right?
You could also alternatively have it to go back to the issue of, like, teams challenging where the ref's only allowed to challenge. But, I mean, like, if someone puts up, like, a major complaint or something, then the ref will obviously check it anyways, but they have, like, the ultimate say. So if they're pretty confident in their decision, they could always be like, nah.
Yeah, it's really confusing how, like, no one even knows how it works because they haven't even communicated, like, what's allowed to happen.
But I think
some people say that.
No, I think just the fact that VR is being implemented on like the world stage now, I think it's gonna improve further from this tournament and the experience they get from this tournament. But yeah, I don't see why they can't do it for this tournament and why they have to wait after this. But
yeah, like, I don't think
maybe they need time to set it up. Maybe they don't have the infrastructure. Like all the cameras and everything or equipment that they need to set it up for right now.
But I don't think the World Cup should be used as a test dummy for the VAR. I think it should be test dummied in, like, cup competitions.
I mean, to be fair, it's kind of already being test dummied in, like, what, the FA Cup and things like that?
Yeah, but they should keep doing it until it's perfect and then use it in the World Cup. But it's just far from perfect still.
Yeah, but you know what? This is going to make some controversy and make it probably interesting as far as, like, there'll be more coverage in news media, so maybe this is all like a tactical ploy on their part. Because if there's more coverage, they might get more views, and if they get more views, they get more money.
Wow, that's a big stretch.
And we know how FIFA is. I don't think it's a big stretch. I think it's... I mean, they're pretty corrupt as is. I could easily see them being like, you know what, we're going to employ this. It's going to probably... There might be a call or so that might be off or controversial, but people are going to watch more and get more media attention, which means we're going to make more money.
I don't think the World Cup looks out for
I think there's enough
ways to get more viewers because
they're run by FIFA. I don't see why not.
I mean, it's already like the biggest viewed cup.
And the thing is, half the people are going to watch it.
Yeah, but they're also an organization. You push to get like viewership. You push to market. Like any company, any organization does that. That's what it is. You always have to constantly like push to get like more.
I don't disagree with you. I just have trouble believing it.
You know what? Anyone who's listening to this, let us know what you think on that. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? What do you think?
Yeah, right. That's an interesting point to bring up. Looking forward to not the international break, man. So we got, like in the next 2 weeks or something, we got Liverpool-Everton, we got Liverpool-Man City, and then we have the Manchester Derby, and then we have Man City versus Liverpool, and then City, throw it in there.
City
we also
United.
have Juve Real and the second leg of that too. Oh my god, I can't wait for this.
Should be an interesting run-in for both the relegation sides and the side, well, the only side that is looking is Chelsea to get into that top four. But yeah,
it's crunch time. It's literally that time of the season where everything is like, this defines whether managers get sacked, whether players get recognized, who wins the trophies, what happens. It's pretty exciting.
And it's glad to be in the thick of things for once instead of
and it's live on Sky Sports.
Live on Sky Sports, yes.
I was emulating Martin Tyler. I hope I don't have to listen to his commentary for those games, man. It's such a bore. But I think in terms of content for our international break, that wraps up our coverage. Do you guys have anything interesting to add?
No, that pretty much covers it on my end.
Yeah, it's the international break. What are we going to talk about?
Accurate. Hopefully we'll be back with an exciting episode after those, or after each of those big games that we mentioned. And again, sorry.
We should We should be doing This Is Football Heritage episode, trying to release it for Friday, Saturday, something like that.
Yeah, the new series that we talked about last episode, the Football Heritage episodes would be out like this weekend too, guys. So you can look out for those.
Yeah, and for anyone who's just joining us or missed out on the last one, it's essentially going to cover some sort of interesting topic. Not to give anything away, but we're going to cover something and then go pretty in depth in it, and it'll be generally one of us that will cover it. So keep an eye out for that.
Also, if you want to see a singing section from me, let us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you have any chance that you want him to sing, give it to us and we'll make sure he does it on the next one.
Yeah, for sure. And if you guys have any comments about anything we said, let us know. If you have any opinions, discussion points.
And I mean any soccer related chants. Any.
Might not even have to be soccer related, we'll see.
Yeah, you know what, if it's hilarious enough, I want to hear it.
Yeah, go for it. And yeah, if you like the episode, give it a like, obviously, and subscribe if you want to hear us again.
Yep. And don't forget also to share with all your friends who might be interested. We'd very much appreciate that, guys. Also, we're on essentially every platform: iTunes, Google Play, obviously YouTube if you're listening to it on here, and a bunch of other ones.
Well, this is Shrikar.
I'm Ansh.
And I'm Tristan.
And we'll see you next week.
Peace out.